Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a full glam session. Well, we chit chat about everything that's going on in my life right now. Also, you guys can get to know me more if you're new here. Also, I just want to say thank you guys so much for 300,000 subscribers on here. It's absolutely mind-blowing and I'm so grateful and so thankful for all of you guys for watching my videos daily. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how I do my hair every day and also full face of makeup. I'm also gonna show you guys every product I used. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Hey y'all. Hey guys, this is me with a bare face, but we're about to get started. But first, pimple patches. So before I start my full glam, I always put on one of my pimple patches. These are the Peter Thomas Roth ones. I always rave about them. So, oops. Honestly, if you're looking for a good not pimple patch. Have I been saying pimple patch this whole time? If you've been looking for a good eye patch, the Peter Thomas Roth ones are so good. My favorite ones, like the hydrogel eye patches. This one's hyaluronic cloud, so this one's like hydrating. And it just feels so nice and so cooling under the eye. Especially if you get like puffy when you first wake up. Anyways, this is my full glam tutorial session while we chit chat and talk and you guys can get to know me, because I feel like my YouTube audience is so different and you guys don't really know that much about me. I did a Q&A like not too long ago. I feel like so much has changed within that year, this year, so. Okay, when I get ready, I always start by doing my hair, so I just brush it out. Tonight's hair wash day, so it's a little greasy and crusty, but I'm going to section off my hair. Okay, this has been my favorite hair tool as of right now. It's the brand is Maine, this is how you spell it, and it's a thermal brush. I've actually never used it because I didn't know how to use one, and every time I would use one, it would get stuck in my hair, and I would get so frustrated. I'd be like pulling on it, and my hair would just rip out. But trust me, once you learn how to actually use one, this is like a game changer. Like, it's gonna change your life. I'm pretty sure this brand is sold in Sephora, but you just press this button and it heats up on its own and it's really quick. I've also heard the brand Wavy Talk is really good, which I kind of want to try because I did use my friends and it worked so well. But this is still really good for right now. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I fixed a setting in my camera and now my camera's not like so zoomed in. Like, I feel like before it was like this because every time I would hit record, it would automatically zoom in on my face and it was so fucking annoying. But now it's like more proportionate. I don't know, I feel you can see more of my background. It's like wider in a way. It really pissed me off for like a whole year because every time I would hit record, it would just zoom in on my face. I literally did so much research, couldn't find anything until like a random day 2 weeks ago. I decided to search up one more time and it told me that I just had to turn something off in my camera setting and now it's like normal. I'm so pissed because all my YouTube videos would have been so much better. But expect better videos from now on because this angle is so much better. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how I do my hair. So this is the brush. So I take one section, I start from the back always, and I like to curl up and down, so I have like 2 different types of like motion going. I don't know. First I brush through the hair a little, wrap it under, grab the hair, wrap it over and around, and then, see, sometimes it doesn't want to work like that. Over and around. Grab the tip of the barrel here and then you pull down. As you're pulling, you want to like keep rolling it so the ends don't come off. And then once it's like at the end, I kind of just roll it all the way up. And it's basically like a curling wand almost. And I just let it heat up a little here so we can get some volume. And then when I unroll it. And when I'm pulling down, I kind of like to play with it. I like roll up and then brush down, roll up, brush down. And then this gives it like a really nice bounce. Like this. Let go. It'll just, ta-da! Oh, you can't really see. Look. It just kind of turns into like a little C-curl. Move that to the back. I'm gonna show you guys one more time on this strand of hair for the downwards curl. Wrap it up and under. Brush down. Oh my god, it's snowing! It's snowing! Oh my god. Okay, wait, I need to finish this curl. Holy fucking shit. I literally look, you can't see because it's so backlit. I was looking in my mirror at the window and I was like, what is that white thing floating around? Like, am I gonna die? Holy fuck, it's snowing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Holy fuck, I need to calm the fuck down. Okay. This is perfect because I'm literally leaving to go back home to Vancouver in 2 days. And I was like, fuck, am I gonna miss snow? Oh my God, it's so pretty. I need to show you guys. Okay, wait, so look, you just roll it up and bam. And it just makes it nice and bouncy. Okay, I need to show you guys the snow because, fucker. Oh my gosh. Do y'all see that? Yes, okay. Wow. I don't think anyone understands. Oh, why are you sideways? Okay guys, I'm back after freaking out about the snow. The snow literally stopped. It lasted for not even 10 minutes, I want to say. Anyways, back to my hair. For this side, you have to switch to the other hand if you want it to be proportionate, I guess. But same thing, brush it through. I usually brush downwards for the bottom half of my hair. So you just go like this, and then you roll it up. And then for the other sections of my hair, I like to go up. So, I don't know, but do whatever you want, do whatever you think is gonna look good for your hair. This is just what I like to do. The barrel gets pretty hot here too, so yeah, and then you just roll it out, pull it. You gotta give it like that tension. I'm going back home to Vancouver in 2 days. That is my most recent update, but I'm so excited. The reason why I'm going back so early, usually I would probably go back maybe December 13th or so because my birthday is the 15th and I really do want to spend my birthday back at home. But Taylor is coming to Vancouver, which is my hometown, December 8th, and I was like, hey, why can't not go? So I feel so grateful and I feel so happy to be able to go. I'm going to her last night of the tour, which is the 8th, so which is why my flight is in 2 days, which is December 7th. So I'm flying out of here December 7th. I'll land the night of December 7th in Vancouver, and then the concert's the next night on the 8th. So I'm honestly kind of nervous, but like I can't even imagine how busy and crazy and hectic the airport's gonna be at Vancouver, because I bet a lot of people are gonna be flying in from this concert because it's the last show, which I guess makes sense. Everyone wants to go. Like I know, like I don't even just have a feeling, I know something's gonna happen since it's the last night of the tour. So I bet everyone thinks that too, and they're like, okay, well, we have to go to the last night of the tour. But it's gonna be crazy and hectic. Really nervous to fly in, and I hope my flight doesn't get canceled. I hope nothing goes wrong because, you know, like I'm not just flying in for the concert, I'm flying in because that's my home. And then my birthday's coming up, so my birthday's on the 15th of December and I'm turning 19 and I'm so excited. But yeah, and then after that, my best friend comes home from college. She goes to school in Toronto and she's gonna come back on the 19th and we're gonna spend a few days together. And then it's Christmas, and then I fly back here, and then it's New Year's, and then my cat's coming. Oh my gosh, it's like a whole thing. Okay, let me just show you guys how I do the other direction first. So grab a strand of hair as per usual. So usually I would go down like this, right? But instead we're going the opposite direction. So we're gonna put the barrel on top of the hair and wrap it the opposite direction. So up and under, and then you're gonna pull down. As you're pulling down, you're bring the one towards you, so it's not coming out. You curl it in, and then you wrap, wrap, wrap. Bring it to the top, let it hold for a second, and then unravel. As you're getting to the tip, you kind of pull down, and it'll come out on its own, but pull up as you're pulling down. And I kind of play with it a little like this, and it really gets the curls like really bouncy. And it gives it like tension too, so it holds. And then when you let go, ta-da, it turns into an outwards C-curl. You can't really see because my hair is dark now, but... Oh, also, my hair is dark now. I keep forgetting my last video, my hair was still like blonde. Not blonde, but like light. Yeah, I finally dyed it back and I'm so happy because I really was not vibing with the highlights anymore. I was so over it. I don't know, like, it was so crusty at the end and it was cute for summer, but like not for winter. And it was just getting really dead and unhealthy. So I'm glad I dyed it back because it looks so much healthier, even though it probably isn't that healthy because I put so much heat on it every day. But since it's dark, I always say this dark hair always will look healthier from afar. Pull, 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 and then curl up, pull, and then curl up, pull, and curl up. And then you do this as many times as you want until you feel like it's good enough and you let go. Ta-da! That was a really pretty curl. Do you guys see it? Let me put it in the light. See that? Cute. Keep hearing like noises outside. I'm scared, guys. See, it's already curling inwards, so I feel like we should curl inwards. No, I'm gonna curl outwards. On top of the hair, up and under, pull down. As you're pulling down, make sure you curl inwards a little bit, and then roll up. Also, this is gonna take a couple tries. Like, you're not gonna do it your first time and be like, oh my gosh, like, wow, my hair's so nice and bouncy. Like, the first couple times I did this, I was pulling on my hair, ripping it, and it was like literally getting stuck on the barrel. But you just have to like, you have to know kind of like how your hair works and how to control it to make sure it doesn't get stuck. Because if you one wrong move and it's stuck on the barrel, like, you're fucked. Anyways, pull down and then up, down, up. Perfect. Ta-da! That was a cute one. Okay. Anyways, back to my cat. I cannot believe I'm bringing him. I'm actually shook, but it was about time because I've been wanting to bring my cat over. I wanted to bring him when I first moved in, but I was like, no, like, I should probably move in first, settle down, get used to living alone, and then have a pet over, which is what I did, and it's been like 4 months, so I'm so excited to have him over. But basically, when I come back home after Christmas, he's coming with me. I already got my flights booked. I got his fucking ticket booked. Okay, I think it's my laundry because I have my laundry going. I'm scared. Yeah. Also, guys, I ripped my earlobe. I'm gonna show you guys in a sec, so trigger warning because I made a TikTok. I posted a TikTok and I was like, oh my gosh, like, my ear ripped. People were like, oh my gosh, like, you need to put a trigger warning. And I was like, oh, damn, like, I didn't think it was that serious, but because I kid you not, it literally looks like a scar. Like, there's no blood, there's nothing. It just looks like a scar. Yeah, trigger warning, so I'll put the timestamp on when I show it because, okay, I'm just gonna show it to you guys now. Look. It's not even that bad, I feel like. I've seen worse, okay? When it first ripped, I like searched up a bunch of ripped earlobes, and the ones I saw were like really bad. So I feel like mine's like eh. Like, obviously it's still bad because it's a ripped freaking ear, but honestly, I'm just gonna leave it. People were telling me to go emergency room, and I was gonna to get it like stitched up quickly, but now I'm just kind of like, whatever, I'm gonna leave it because I can't be bothered. It's a funny story to tell, and it's like, just kidding, I don't want to scare you guys. Hair is done. This is my hair after it's like curled and stuff. And I'm gonna spray some dry shampoo in it, I think, since it's kind of greasy today. Okay guys, for dry shampoo, I'm gonna use the Amika Perk Up Dry Shampoo. And I'm just gonna spray this. Not too much, because I don't actually love the feeling of dry shampoo in my hair. And it also kind of gives it like a little bit of volume so your hair doesn't look completely like flat from the grease. That'll do. And then you can put hairspray in too if your hair doesn't really hold, but I don't like putting hairspray in because it makes it like crusty. Okay, I'm also gonna put some of this Living Proof Dry Volume and Texture Spray. I've been using this forever. And it kind of just gives it more volume as well. Now I clip my hair back so it's out of the way as we start doing makeup. Okay, I'm gonna start by spraying this Caudalie face spray on. I've been using this a lot recently. I like to just kind of refresh my face and get it prepped. Feels really nice on skin. I'm gonna take my pimple patches. Oh my god, I keep saying pimple patches. My eye patches off. Okay, we're gonna start skincare. We're gonna do a little skin prep. Toner I've been obsessed with is the Rhode Glazing Milk. Rhode actually has like such good skincare. You'll see I use a lot of their stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna start with the Rhode Glazing Milk. This stuff feels like a baby's skin. Anyways, I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about myself because I feel like there's so many new people on here. Like, there's 300,000 of you guys, which is absolutely insane. Never in my life did I ever think I was gonna have 300,000 followers, or I guess subscribers, on YouTube. Here's a little backstory on me. I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. This is a must to a glowy base. Okay, so I was born and raised most of my life in Taiwan. So I was born in Taiwan, went to school there for a little bit, I'd say kindergarten, preschool, and then we moved to Hong Kong. Stayed in Hong Kong for, I'd say, maybe 2-3 years, not too long, and then we moved back to Taiwan. So it was a lot of back and forth, and we moved back to Taiwan, and then we moved back to Hong Kong again, and then straight from Hong Kong, we decided to move to Canada. Okay, next I'm using the Rhode Peptide Glazing Fluid. This is like another serum up there, so it's really good. Yeah, so we moved straight from, oh my god, this word's everywhere. It's actually really annoying. Better to just put it straight onto your hands. One thing I don't like about this is the packaging. Like, it's honestly a fucking struggle to put on. Okay, anyways. We decided to move to Canada because my mom was already a Canadian citizen since she immigrated there. And so that automatically made me and my sisters Canadian citizens. And at that time, I was going into the 5th grade, so I want to say 9-10 years old. I have a later birthday, so I'm always like a year behind. For moisturizer, I again have been loving this Rhode Barrier Butter. This is not sponsored at all by Rhode in any way. They just came out with this and I'm obsessed. I just got it. But I also just recently got sent the Glow Speed Cloudberry Bright Moisture Cream. This isn't even released yet, I don't think. And they sent me a fucking bedazzled form, which is crazy. So I've also been using this for the past 2 nights and it's also really good. So I think I'm gonna mix the two since they're both just amazing. I'm gonna do the Rhode Barrier Butter first. But yeah, moved to Canada and then went to school there. When I was going into the 11th grade, my mom decided that she wanted to move into the city. So originally we had lived in more of like a suburban, kind of like a township area of Vancouver. And then going into the 11th grade, my mom decided to move into like the city, so like central Vancouver. So we moved there and then I switched schools obviously because I was not about to commute an hour to school every day. And I've graduated high school at that school, but in the senior year of high school, I posted a video. So I used to work at this restaurant. Okay, this is the moisturizer on, by the way, and then I like to mix it with this Say Glowy Super Gel in the shade Sun Glow. This one's like got a little bit of a tint to it. So I like to use this in the winter time, especially because it gives me like a sun-kissed kind of glow, I guess. Senior year of high school, I was working at this restaurant. I worked so many jobs, so people got kind of confused on what job I was working at the time when I posted this video, but basically I got called into work and I was really upset, blah blah blah. I was doing my makeup and I was bawling my eyes out. I recorded myself doing my makeup while I was bawling my eyes out because I didn't want to go to work. I posted it and the video blew up like literally overnight. And then I started posting like get ready with me's on my account for school. I basically did them every day consistently until I graduated high school. And that's kind of how my whole TikTok career started and blew up. And it completely changed my whole entire life. But the thing is, I didn't even realize it until I was like a year in because it all was happening so damn fast. I like couldn't grasp onto it and I couldn't process it in my mind, and I was also so young. I'm like basically the same age as I was last year, but you know. Okay, this is my skin all prepped. It should be giving glowy, really nice love. I don't use primer every day. It just kind of depends. If I'm really going, like if it's a night out, then I will put on primer, but if it's just a regular day, I'm just like whatever. This is the primer I use if I do use primer. I use the Milk Hydro Grip primer, or the exact same one, but they have this new one and it's like a shimmery shade. Oh shit. You know what, I am gonna go on the primer, but not any of those. I'm gonna use my Refine primer today because I feel like I haven't used this in a hot minute. I did not blend this out properly. So yeah, I want to say that everything happened so quickly. I remember hitting 1 million followers in a month, which was just so mind-blowing to me. Like, I was getting emails like from management, from all these like companies wanting to work with me. At that time, I still hadn't like grasped onto what had happened, so I was like ignoring everything. And I also deleted, this is a really funny story, I deleted every single email I got from any management team. Okay, now I go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. This is my ride or die, okay? Like, I use this all the time. Anyways, yeah, I deleted every email from every management company. My sisters were monitoring my emails at the time too, and they were like, you should probably check these out, you should probably read into them. And I was like, no, like, I don't need management. I was like, I can open my emails on my own, you know? I thought at that time that all management was just they would read your emails for you and like answer them for you. And in my head, I was like, I can do that shit myself. I want to like work with these companies on my own. Like, I want to be the one speaking directly to them. So I never paid any attention to any of those people reaching out to me until this one management team, which is who I'm signed with right now. Thank God, literally thank God. Okay, the brush I'm using is the Haus Labs foundation brush. This is my favorite thing ever to blend out skin tint, foundation, whatever you have. I think it'd be good for like a contour brush too, but anyways. So the management team I'm with right now reached out to me. They actually had emailed me, I'd say 3 times now. So this was the 3rd follow-up. And I remember just clicking into it and I was like, oh my gosh, like they need to stop. But I read their email and it was like, they basically listed out some of their top clients. The name that stood out to me most was like Emma Chamberlain. I searched up my management company. I did my whole background research. I was like, who are they? Are they legit? Like, who are their other clients, basically? Went down the list and I was like, wait, this is like legit people. So I thought it won't hurt to hop on a Zoom call with them. So this is the one I usually use. It's so good. It's the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer from Makeup by Mario. This is in the shade medium dark, but I grabbed a darker color because look, this is the one I use. Okay, this is the next shade darker, which is just called dark. Like, I feel like this is gonna be too dark, but we're gonna try it anyways. But I kid you not, you guys, this is the best bronzer to ever exist, period. Okay, sorry, I had to switch my camera real quick because my other one was dying. So anyways, I'm using the Makeup by Mario Melting Bronzer. Another really good bronzer I like though is this Say one. It's like the liquid one. And I'm gonna use the Patrick Ta double-ended contour brush, and I'm gonna use this part where it's like stiffer. And it's on a bit of an angle and it's really nice. And you literally just, it's like literal magic. Is this too dark? No, I think it's perfect actually. Anyways, so I ended up setting up a Zoom call with my team, and literally as soon as that Zoom call ended, I knew in my head, I was like, I want to sign with them. So I signed with them, and that's when I guess I started taking TikTok a little more seriously. And that was the summer of the year my first TikTok blew up. So last summer, basically. My first TikTok that started this whole thing blew up last February. So it's been about a year and a little bit. No, over a year and a half actually. It's about to hit 2 years, which is so insanely crazy to me. But yeah, that kind of started my whole thing. A lot of you guys on my YouTube think that YouTube is my main platform, but TikTok is actually my main and biggest platform. And then I just started YouTube also later last year. Honestly, I fucking love it. I love YouTube. I love you guys so much. Like, YouTube is the best thing ever. I love long form videos. It does take a bit more time to make and edit, but I feel like you guys kind of see like a different side of me in a way, because TikTok is so short forms. You can do 10-minute videos now on TikTok, but I've never done a 10-minute video. I feel like TikTok is just better for 3 minutes max. And I just can't believe this year's coming to an end already. It's actually insane. For concealer, my favorite concealer recently is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Luminous Matte Concealer. I am not a matte girly at all. I just prefer glowy makeup on myself, but this is matte, but like not like matte, especially if I don't put too much powder on top. But please just put it under my eyes here in the inner corners, and then 2 dots right here on my nose, because I have a little bit of redness there. And this is pretty full coverage, so you don't really need too much. And I like to use a brush to blend it out. I've also, again, Haus Labs. I've been loving the Haus Labs concealer brush. This stuff is so good for blending out the concealer. You can also use a beauty blender. I use that sometimes if I want to really just like do it quicker. Anyways, a little more about me, I guess. I did my first semester of college, university, whatever you want to call it, in person. I did the full college experience. I did the dorms. I was on campus. Like, if you remember my videos from last year, I think I made a video. It was like a Q&A and it was in my dorm. So I did the full-on dorms and I actually hated it. I'm not there anymore. But yeah, so I gave myself 2 options. I was like, no, 3 options. I stay, stick it out, finish out the whole year. 2, drop out right now and apply to a new school the next year. 3, go online and be able to live in the comfort of my own home but still be doing school. So I chose option 3, which was online. It was probably the best decision I have made for myself. Most people just push through it and then they graduate. Couldn't be me. I left 4 months in. Okay, blush. I've been loving, again, the Rhode Pocket Blush. My favorite shade is the shade Freckle. It's just like the perfect mauve-ish pink color. I don't know. Anyways, so I switched to online and it was super chill. I'm not gonna lie, online is the chillest thing ever. I can't even compare it to being in person, especially when it's fully online. Like, your exams are online, your midterm, your finals, like, honestly the best. Also, I like to use a brush and dab it and put it on my face rather than like rubbing it on my face. This is just a drugstore brush. It's the brand Quo. It's like a little bit rubbed off, but you get it. So yeah, when I switched to online, a lot of people thought I dropped out, which totally makes sense because I was no longer living in my dorms and I was no longer making get ready with me for school. And I also like never really talked about it. Like, I think I mentioned it in one video and I was like, oh, like I'm just gonna do online. And I just didn't love, I don't know. I feel like the more you talk about something, the more people, like the more questions people ask, which is so normal, but like I was just like, whatever, I'm just gonna leave it. Like, also I like wasn't really that like bothered by people thinking I dropped out. I was like, whatever. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of, I'm gonna do setting spray. Makeup by Mario setting spray. This stuff is so underrated. It feels like really soft on your skin. I like to do a lot of setting spray, as you can tell. While that's drying, I do my eyebrows. I don't do anything crazy. I'm also not very good at doing eyebrows, but I use the Kosas brow pencil and then the Rare Beauty brow gel, and I just kind of fill in the gaps, I guess. So I basically finished my first year of college, half online, half in person. Midway, I decided to move to New York. So here I am in New York, and I was gonna stay in the same school and continue doing online, but I was like, wait, like, I keep forgetting Vancouver's 3 hours behind New York, and it's not that bad, 3 hours, not bad at all, but I was like, I know for sure and I'm gonna miss so much. So I ended up just transferring to school here and still online, so yeah. And I actually have a final this week, which is just awesome. But now I just go to school online here, but I do really want to go back in person next year in fall. Not next spring, that's too soon. But I'm planning on it. I don't know, hopefully, we'll see. Like, I don't want to do like 2 more years online. I really want to go back in person. I feel like now that I'm in the city, I feel like it's such a different experience. I also switched my major. I don't know if I told you guys. When I was at my local college back at home, I was majoring in English because I was like specifically like journalism kind of. When I switched to school here, I'm now majoring in business. But when I switch to in-person next year, I'm probably gonna switch my major again because I don't know if I'm loving business. I want to do something more niche, you know? I feel like my concealer's not blended properly on my forehead. I like to use the Huda Beauty loose powder if I'm doing loose powder, but if I'm doing pressed powder, I love the Tower 28 pressed powder. So good. Pressed powder, and then this is like a pink shade. It's really cute, but I'm gonna do my loose powder today. And if I'm using loose powder, sometimes I use a puff, but if I want it to look more natural, I don't want to take away the glow, I use a brush. Using the Makeup by Mario, I'm telling you, Makeup by Mario has the best brushes. Makeup by Mario brush, this is F2, it's like the fluffy one. I use a small fluffy side and I kind of just pat into the powder, tap it off. Just kind of airbrush it under my eyes. Just so I'm not looking like crazy. There is no way my life changed so much in the course of like a year. Like, what do you mean I live in New York City? I remember in high school, I like wanted to move here so bad. I've been wanting to move here. And I was gonna apply to colleges here my senior year. I was like, in my head, I was like, hey, even if I did get into any school in New York City, like, how am I gonna pay for my tuition here? How am I gonna live here? I'm gonna be in the trenches. That's why I never did. Oh, by the way, right now I'm using the Benefit Hoola bronzer, and the stuff is the best. I have like the jumbo size because it's so good. And then I'm using the Patrick Ta dual brush. I'm using the fluffy side this time. And I just go over everything. In winter, you don't have to do this step if you don't like being too like bronze, but in winter I love being like extra bronze because I be looking pale. Sometimes I just take the excess of this brush and I pat it in and it's already good enough, but I like to put like powder blush on top sometimes. I'm using my Patrick Ta one, the powder version. This is in the shade Not Too Much. Using his brush to go with it, the fluffy side. This is his blush brush. I'm just gonna tap into that and just using my Charlotte Tilbury wand. This is like basically all out, so I don't even know if this is, it's literally hanging on by a thread, but I just apply it on my cheekbones, my nose. Then I use the Makeup by Mario brush in F4, and I use the small flat side, and I use this to blend out the highlight. This is the eyelash curler I used, is the Shiseido eyelash curler. Okay, and then for mascara, I'm using the Maybelline Sky High waterproof, and then the telescopic from L'Oreal, also waterproof. Now I'm gonna tell you guys some random facts about me. So currently 18 years old, but I'm about to turn 19, so I guess you could technically say I'm 19. I'm a Sagittarius. I have 2 older sisters, so I'm the youngest one in the family. If I wasn't an influencer today, I really wanted to be a journalist, hence why I majored in journalism. Trying to stop myself from grocery shopping since I leave in 2 days and I don't want like the food in my fridge to rot and I need to eat everything in there first. I'm like craving things that are not in my fridge. So we're gonna use the shade Rich Mauve. That one's my favorite. That's the one he used on me when he did my makeup. All his liners come with a sharpener too in the box, and they're double-sided. So we got the liner on one side and we have a brush on the other to blend it out if you don't like it too harsh, which is exactly what I need. This is the shade Rich Mauve. Okay, I just like to line lightly. So I line them like this, and then I take the brush on the back and I kind of brush it out so it's not so harsh. It kind of gives it that like airbrush finish. I like to use, where to go? Like a clear lip balm, gloss, whatever. I'm using the Outset. This stuff is so good. It's really hydrating. Look how cool the applicator is. And it kind of just gives it a really nice and natural glossy finish like that. Oh my gosh, we just did full glam together, hair and everything. Hey guys, this is the final look. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.